Apple is reportedly planning to limit iPhone 15's USB-C port in the same way as Lightning, the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro USB-C port. Well, rumored, obviously the device doesn't exist yet. And accompanying charging cables will feature a Lightning-like authenticator chip, potentially limiting their functionality with Apple unapproved accessories. This is a rumor that came via Weibo, which is a social networking site in China, where they're probably already beginning to see the developments of the next generation of iPhone. I really wish it had USB-C already, but some had said, "Oh, it's going to be portless. Who needs a port?" And others were saying they're going to hang on to Lightning, and then others were saying, "But wait, there's legislation saying they can't hang on to Lightning, so it's going to be USB-C." And then all these other devices that already transition and already have USB-C. Very strange. But anyway, Apple doesn't want it. They don't. That made for iPhone proprietary type of approach. They don't want to let that go. They got a firm grip on it.
Yeah.
They got a little something called MFI certified. They got a firm grip on it. Mm-hmm. I was playing hockey last night, and there's two referees on the ice, and things got out of hand. Like out of hand. Like, I'll show you the video clips after.
Jack was watching them.
Oh, okay. Like, things just got out of hand. And I'm looking at this one referee, and I'm like, man, if you have any chance of this thing being held together, you got to speak up right now. Like, there's a critical moment right here, or you got to lay the law down. You understand? Like, it's an authoritative position. It has to be. People have to respect you, or it is over.
Give them an inch, they take a mile.
Pretty much. And there's a fine dance to it, because there are moments where you can go one way with it, but then you got to go the other way with it. It kind of reminds me of the catch-up rule in Mario Kart. You know what I mean? How it's like, how am I gaining on that guy that much? My cart didn't change. Without hitting all the little... You know about Mario Kart, Mo. See what happens when Mo's sitting there? I shout, I go right in that direction.
It's very dangerous for keeping you on track.
Just your presence right there, Mo. To explain things to you. You understand?
Just out of frame.
I had to explain things to you, Mo. Anyway, it's a fine balance to it. So if one thing goes in one direction, you make a call against one team, you got to then... You balance it out the next time there's an infraction that's even close. So both teams feel taken care of, like things are being watched. In this case, that didn't happen. And
it was very one-sided?
The other group, the other team, was basically working on intimidating these two. They were smaller dudes as well. They're working the whole game, intimidating them, shouting about everything. Blow your whistle, make a... basically... constantly campaigning to the point where you could tell it was going to be difficult for these refs to not listen to them. But we weren't necessarily matching that same instruction. But of course, everything escalated. And I realized in that moment that that particular position is very hard to manage if you don't have a loud, assertive voice. You kind of have to, before it gets physical, you kind of have to. You can't just tell a guy to get off the ice. You can't just give a penalty. You have to, it has to sound authoritative and intimidating a little bit. It has to be clear enough.
Yeah. And you can't use a megaphone.
No, you just have to dig deep and just really go for it. You got to rip it off like a Band-Aid and be like, I'm yelling at grown men today.
Mm-hmm. So these two were subdued?
Oh my God, man!
They were timid.
The older guy, he fell down on the ice.
You were talking about ref?
No.
Yes, and while the melee was going on, and I'm like, he's gonna get his throat stepped on. Way bigger dudes, and he's laying there with the neck exposed.
Oh my God!
And I'm like, get up! Like, get out of here! Like, You're not gonna even stop anybody.
Just save your life.
Just
right now.
move.
Yeah.
And he's just.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. So I feel like I'm missing a lot of details. Was there a fight?
Many.
There are many fights.
Yeah,
Were
many.
you in a fight?
No. I was on the bench while all this was
Jack
going
in
on.
a fight?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It was, listen, stuff happens in this game in particular. It tends to be a little bit aggressive, but it's just amazing to me how, like, there's such an opportunity to diffuse things, but it does really require a certain
Personality type.
just a certain approach to it, like a certain, maybe you could say a personality type, but like you got to be able to smell when it's going sour.
Yeah. Well, it must be lesson learned for these referees.
God,
right?
no. God, no. Are you kidding? They're not just going to all of a sudden become imposing figures.
Well, this is what's going to happen.
Listen.
It keeps going like this.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Huh.
Hey. How and why did I get on that topic? Go ahead, Will.
Because
Draw the correlation here.
you wanted to win the hockey game?
No, the
Want to
correlation
impress
to this article that we're talking about.
I have no idea. What are you doing?
Such an impossible task.
I was thinking about it for a second.
Will was like,
what is the
I've been doing this for a long time. I feel like I could spin this. Maybe
Yeah.
I can flip this. MFI certified, Tim Cook authority
Give me a bit more
figure,
time.
to referee jersey, stripes.
MFI NHL.
Okay, letters.
Abbreviated words.
Just baseline letters.
Oh man.
USB.
Latest rumor seems to suggest that Apple has developed a similar custom IC for the USB-C ports on the iPhone 15 and 15 Pro, and presumably its charging cables as well as the iPhone 15 lineup. The new IC is apparently destined for new MFI-certified peripherals, so you're not going to blow up or melt down your phone, and Apple's going to protect you from all the dumb things you want to do with your port, just like they do in the App Store.
So what do you think? Is Type-C going to be on the next iPhone?
Yes!
Yeah? Okay.
Put your bets. Go to. Give me a betting site. Why can't I even go to Bet365 right now, or go to DraftKings and lay down your bets. USB-C on the next time. Why is there no tech betting site? Should we launch it?
Oh, boy.
Imagine you can bet on future tech announcements and releases. You could make a few dollars on this.
Yeah.
People that are in the,
over-under.
but then all the leakers and stuff, the leakers would become so much more important. You'd be like, are you telling me the truth? I need to know. Okay, never mind. People, just hang on to your cash, please. Now is not the time. Didn't you hear the warning from Bezos? Now is not the time.
Yeah, don't buy a TV now.
Now is not the time to be gambling. Didn't you talk to Bezos? He called me up.
Really?
Bezos.
Oh, okay.
He said, now is not the time. I said, is that you, Jeff? You sound like the referee from last night. Mm-hmm. You're whispering. Stop exposing your throat to sharp blades.
Yeah.
You guys don't even know how sharp a hockey skate is. Sometimes I just go check the edge and all of a sudden
Cut yourself?
blood everywhere. You've seen these guys during the game, they take a skate to an unprotected area.
Laceration.
Are you kidding? There's a famous clip of a goalie that took one on the throat. Famous clip. And it's just lucky to be alive.
He made it?
It's the most insane story of your life.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you what ended up happening. He survived. He survived a gash to the main vein over there.
The jugular.
Pressure. You need pressure, boys. Gotta put pressure on
How
that.
did it happen? Were there a bunch of people?
Skate came up. People didn't even see it. You know what the weird thing is about crisis? You don't even see it.
What do you mean? You would see it, no?
You don't even see it. It takes you a moment.
Oh, I see,
And when
yeah.
you're actually in conflict,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at me talking like freaking PTSD over here.
From the nose.
But like when you're in a bloody situation, and I only speak from the sports perspective for the most part, but when you're in that situation, it takes you a moment to assess Like, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying right now?
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with.
Things are happening so fast on the ice.
This guy takes it on the throat. Okay, he almost passes away, but ends up becoming very troubled afterwards. Like, why me? Why did I get to survive? I should be dead.
Whoa.
Traumatic experience.
Damn, that's deep.
And eventually gets to the point where he wants to take his own life, doesn't believe he deserves it.
What? Is this true?
Puts the pistol in his mouth.
Okay, I think you're making this up.
Pulls the trigger. Bullet misses everything major. He survives again.
Well, is he goofing with me? Because that's an insane story. He puts the gun down. No, but okay, I need to know. Are you goofing? Are you goofing? That's crazy.
Will, look it up for me right now, but try to keep it from being graphic, okay? Because it's the craziest story, and people think that actually the amount of blood loss and like the closeness to death actually changed this guy, almost like a
Like a life-changing event.
Dodging death twice.
Whoa.
Click on it. I don't think it's gonna be graphic, and you're not clicking on the video. It happened in 1989. I don't think it's gonna be graphic. I think you can go. No, he hasn't been cut there yet. That's prior to it happening, right?
His name is Clint
Malarchuk. Yeah, and he got everything back on track after the second time. It's the most insane story ever. Look what you made me do, Malarchuk said to his fourth wife after sending a .22 caliber bullet through his chin, tongue, several teeth, roof of his mouth, and nasal cavity, where it came to rest millimeters from his brain.
Why is he blaming his wife?
Well, he was depressed. He was troubled, man. He was troubled. It became almost like an out-of-body experience at that second, she said. I don't know. I was able to get on my phone. She saved his life. I should call 911.
Wow.
I thought I was witnessing his death. But, of course, that's not where it all started. It all started here with one of the craziest plays in NHL history.
Live.
Yes, live.
It's not like a practice or something. You know?
No.
Wow.
Mo didn't even believe me. Mo thinks I'm out here just making things up.
Dude, you told that story so
storyteller.
dramatically. I was like, there's... Sometimes you goof with me, and I believe everything, so...
Dude, I always tell stories dramatically. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's my deal, dude.
All right. Let's get back on the rails here.
Will, what is all right supposed to mean? We got Mo here today. Do you understand? We got to speak in his direction without a camera.
All right, yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Storyteller here. This bard.
You know it's a good you're telling a story well when people are like, no, come on.
Yeah, there's no way that's
Can't
true.
be right. You say it. You're like, oh, good. I'm on the right track here.
Wide-eyed.
I'm hitting it properly here.